With a dynamic passing game, there's one thing that complements it. That's a good running game. And with Sy'Veon Wilkerson providing a spark, getting tough yards, quick feet work, vision to see the hole and run it and gain a lot of yards. This young brother is averaging right now 5.8 yards per carry. And every time he's in the game, and he hasn't been starting, great things happen. Can he get 1,000 yards? If he keeps this up, which I believe he will, I think he'll get that and some more. And I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video. Sy'Veon Wilkerson. I'm not surprised at all. And not only me, who pretty much stated that he's really that guy, but other content creators, Ken, Zoe, Corey C., Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, explained it many times. Blitz City Podcast definitely explained it. SWAC Buzz, Tomorrow Leader Sports Network, Coach Simmons. I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on. Have all stated that Sy'Veon Wilkerson is just the running back that can make this offense go. And against Grambling State. Now, if you watch film, you would know that Grambling State has really good D tackles. If they have anything on defense, those D tackles are really stout. And I believe one of the best in the SWAC. Just my opinion. I'm talking about D tackles. You know, Southern has great ones and a few other teams. So I knew before the game this will be a challenge. Despite that, Sy'Veon Wilkerson rushed for 142 yards and 23 carries. And I want to say shout out to Jackson State's website, GoJacksonStateTigers.com or GoJSUTigers.com for updating the stats. Unlike ESPN, who dropped the ball in that, how you going to show the game on ESPN3 and not post the stats in the game? That's lack of respect. I bet you if it was Oklahoma, shout out to the Sooners, Bama, Texas, or any other PWI school, they would have posted the stats out after the game. But it's a game within the game. I'm not going to complain to it too much, but I'm starting to notice these things even more. Now, I already knew it was out there, but the lack of respect. But again, thankful for the Go JSU Tigers website to post the stats. They have updated the stats. I want to apologize for saying he had 139 yards on the stream. They clearly updated the current stats. And what they have is, I repeat, 23 carries, 142 yards. Correction, 141 yards total because he had a 1 yard loss in the net game. So 141 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest run was a 26-yard run. It's 6 point yards per carry. That's impressive. That is impressive. And that will help the passing game even more. Because if Sy'Veon keeps running like this, I'm going to tell you what teams are going to do. They're going to try to clog the middle, especially with the linebackers, to pay attention to Sy'Veon. And that will open more spaces for the receivers to catch the ball underneath and get one of those yak yards after catch. If he keeps running the way I think and many others think he is capable of running, not only would he get more than 1,000 yards, and I looked at analytics, if Sy'Veon Wilkerson continues this pace of running, about 91 yards per game so far, and it can increase, then he could get around 1,100 yards. Will he do it? We'll see what happens. But I like the direction he's going. There are a couple of coaches I want to give credit to on the emergence of Sy'Veon and trusting him to get the carries he needs to get going and to establish the run game. First, Coach Gary Harrell. Coach Harrell has played in the NFL before, so I know for a fact that he's given the ins and outs of the running game to Sy'Veon, coaching him up on being patient when you run. And I can tell that he's listening, meaning Sy'Veon. He's listening to everything his coach is telling him. Look how, if you watch the film, look how patient he is. He waits until he sees a crease and goes. Plant, go. Plant, go. Plant, go. There's no dancing in between the lines. There's no trying to be fancy. It's old school. It's fundamentally sound, and that can get you into the NFL. I'm not trying to be prisoner of the moment, and because I was at the game and I saw the amazing run plays that Jackson State was doing with Sy'Veon Wilkerson is beyond it. Watching this film, he has the potential to take it up another notch. I'm not kidding. He does everything well as a running back. He can block. He can catch behind the backfield. He can get the tough yards. And he can break away and run for a lot of yards. He has a good vertical jump. You saw it when he jumped over the Grambling defender. And the fans were loving it. I was right there. They was like, give it a 36. They were saying it the whole time. If Sy'Veon would have had 40 carries, I don't think any Jackson State fan would be pissed off. No Jackson State. I don't think any Jackson State fan would say, man, we're running more than passing. They would be just fine with it. This is how well this young man is running. And lastly, Coach Prime. I know a lot of people bicker and complain about his coaching method, which players play and all that stuff. Coach Prime knows what he's doing. He's played at the highest level. And he's consistent. If you practice well, you're going to play. If you play well and practice well, you're going to play the next game. He has never wavered from that. And a lot of coaches can learn that philosophy. He's not giving players special treatment. I mean, he's toughing his own son. If you listen to the press conference, he was saying that the first half was garbage. And this was his own son, Shadir, because he has a higher standard for his players. No matter if it's his kids or just a current player on the team. But I can't wait to see Jackson State and how they do against Mississippi Valley State. Again, all I want to see from the offense is consistency. From start to finish. That second half, that's what the offense is supposed to look like. It was night and day difference. I don't know what Coach Prime said, but it worked. It definitely worked. This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video throughout all social media platforms. And be on the lookout for a blog. I'm going to do a JSU blog. Tell you about my experience in Jackson, meeting the great people there. Check it out. I'm just getting back home, so be on the lookout for it.